And cue opening music. Welcome to the Paper Player Podcast. My name's Jeff, and I'll be your host today. And I'm joined here with Josh. Tony and JB couldn't make it. They're having too much trouble deciding which legacy deck to run wrong, so we're not going to have them on here today. This is episode 133, and we're doing our 2023 recap today. Talk about all the stuff we've done in Magic throughout the year. You can connect with us on our socials. If you go to our Linktree/Paper Player, you can find us on there for all your Paper Player needs. We're on Spotify, Apple, Facebook, YouTube, all of it. Also remember, if we hit 500 followers on YouTube, I will try to beat the world record from going bronze to mythic on Arena without using any money. So with a brand new account, if we hit 5,000 followers, I will get a tattoo of our logo on me. And if we hit 10,000, Josh will get a tattoo also. So our show notes today, we've got the round table. We're going to recap on 2023, what we want out of Magic in 2024, and then our New Year's resolutions for this year, so you can get kind of an insight on the kind of people we are and the terrible things we do that we want to stop doing. So did you play any Magic this week, Josh?
I played a lot of Magic this week. I went to F&M and I played Blue White, and I went to the finals, and so it was like 3 rounds. I went to the
wrong.
Oh wait, no, wait.
F&M.
That was wrong F&M. This F&M, I went to F&M and it was just you, me, and one other guy showed up, and they gave us a promo pack and gave us our money back or whatever. So that worked out. And then you and I proceeded to kind of slowly buy 3 packs, and then I didn't open a Mana Crypt, and then you're like, all right, I'll buy 3 more packs, and then bought 3, and then proceeded to open the Mana Crypt.
Feels good, man.
Which I then proceeded to buy off you and put into my Perforos deck, which then scratched my EDH itch, and now I'm all about EDH. My Perforos deck is pretty much as good as I'm gonna get it. So now I'm on this Shieldred deck. Wait, but I played Legacy yesterday. I went to Tuesday Night Legacy. I proceeded round 1. I went back to
what were you playing?
I went back to my roots. I was gonna say, I went back to my roots and was playing Delver.
Red blue, or just blue?
My red blue Delver, just my cards or whatever. I was proxying 2 Volcanics. That was it. Which if I was going to play this Friday Legacy, I would just put Steam Vents in. But yeah. And round 1, I played against that's a Storm deck, Galvanic Relay, and I kind of just he had an opportunity to win. He dark gridded or whatever, and I forced, or no, he tried to thought he had 3 mana, went to 2 mana up, and tried to thought seize me, and I thought about it, and I force willed it, leaving up a daze, and then he passed turn to me, and if he would have just went for it or whatever and played around daze, he would have stormed off and won the game there. But I psyched him out, and then I just held up counter Magic for the rest of the game or whatever. Played at instant speed. Round 2, I played against Ali, and I proceeded to run over Ali. He was playing mono black Reanimator or something.
It wasn't Pox.
I don't know if he was playing Pox. I never saw one, but we went there in 3. Or no, did we played in 2? I think we played in 2. I ran him over though. He didn't stand a chance against me. And then round 3 for the to go undefeated, I play against Bagley, John Bagley, who always has a great record against me, except for when it counts, when it matters. Like I beat him, but like at FNM, he's gonna crush me because he's playing some obscure dinosaur deck in Legacy. And then like turn one or like game one, he got me with the Chalice of the Void, and then game two, I was like, all right, like bring in removal for your Chalice of the Void, and then I like left mana open past turn, and he went uh, Chalice of the Void, and I went Spell Pierce, and then he went Chalice of the Void, and I proceeded to lose that game.
So you went 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. And then I got like, apparently I got like, so I traded some stuff in and got $50 in credit, and then apparently must have had like $50 or something somehow, and then like I had an extra 40 in credit, so I ended up with like 140 credit at the end of the night.
Nice.
And I took home a Shieldred and a Bowmasters. I know it was a 120 in credit, so I took a Shieldred home and a Bowmasters home.
Screw both of those cards.
And now I'm right, which both go into my new Shieldred EDH deck.
Yeah, you really do love being arch enemy.
That's exactly what Jeff said.
I didn't get to play too much Magic this week. When I did, I was playing a lot of Holiday Cube on Moto, and at one point I had gotten a deck where I ended up with Uncolored Mox and Black Lotus, and I got there by playing turn 1 Primeval Titan like 3 rounds in a row. And normally it was followed up by either Ugin or Ulamog. I did go 2-1 playing a Tinker deck. There was a couple times I got to turn 1 between playing a Mox and Ancient Tomb. Turn 1 Tinker to grab Blightsteel Colossus. I understand why people do that in Vintage now. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
But the Holiday Cube's always fun, and everyone actually got a free Holiday Cube entry for the holidays. So if you haven't logged on to Moto in a while, log on. You should have a free token to use as long as the Holiday Vintage Cube is going on right now. Besides that, I really haven't played much. I did, like Josh said, I went to FNM with him. There wasn't enough people just because of the holidays. I mean, it was 2 days before Christmas Eve, so no one really showed up. I had planned to play Mono Red. They gave us our money back plus our promos, or the promo packs, which sucked. My promo pack came with Geological Appraiser, which just recently got banned. But
That's funny. I remember that.
and if it would have been a regular one, I wouldn't care. But it was like the promo, like game day looking one. So I was like, man, this thing looks awesome, and like doesn't see that much play in standard. I mean, although red green aggro is starting to pop up more to kind of combat these other like blue white decks. But as Josh said, I had bought 3 set boosters for Ixalan because there were 3 for 15, and I didn't open any. Like I opened, I think, a mythic, but nothing too great. And then Josh got his 3, and what I said is we crack until we get a Mana Crypt, right? And he was like, we're not doing that. So I was like, I'll get 3 more packs, and then I also got a set booster for Modern Horizons 2, and it was the second Ixalan pack I opened. Right at the top of the pack was the Mana Crypt. And then I proceeded to open, I think I opened another Mythic too. I opened up Quintaris or whatever, the Planeswalker.
That's right. You got the
Elephant Planeswalker also, which went right into an EDH deck, my Spellslinger deck. But then in the Modern Horizons 2 pack, I opened up an Archon, so I have one of those now. So, I mean, overall, the packs were good, and Josh bought the Mana Crypt, and it's weird to say I sold a Mana Crypt to pick up standard cards, but I did. I picked up some Tidebinders, because that card is just going to keep going up. Picked up some blue-white man lands. I picked up a bunch of, like, the couple of cards I was missing for Mono Red, like the Charming Scoundrels, and not Urza's Foundry, it's Mishra's Foundry, right? Yeah, whatever the one from Brothers War is. So that was good. I picked up a bunch of stuff, and now I'm working on building a third standard deck, the blue white aggro deck with schooner and all that stuff, and the 1 mana Merfolk flyer that creates a map token when it comes in. Because I really like that deck, and I'm trying to venture out from just mono standard decks. But I won't be there at this FNM this Friday, but if anyone is going to, from the greater Milwaukee area, if you're planning to go to Mana Vault for FNM next week, I will be there. I will be bringing an extra standard deck. I have Mono Blue Tempo that you can use, so if you don't have a standard deck and you want to come check it out, come join us. I plan to bring this extra deck with, and if I miraculously build Blue-White by then, I'll have 2 extra decks because I'll have Mono Red, the Tier 1 Mono Red standard deck built, and then I'll also have Mono Blue Tempo. But we just want to get more people out playing standard, and we want to support our local game stores, and Mana Vault has been pretty good with their tournaments, and their prize payout is great, and they're just a really great crew to be around.
Yeah.
All right, recap of 2023. Man, so much has happened this year. I was trying to think about it when Tony said this is what we should talk about, and I was like, I don't think we have enough time to talk about all of the stuff that has happened in Magic in the last year. So the way I thought about it was like, what are the most memorable things to you, Josh, that have happened this year in Magic? Not like events that you've been to, but I mean things that have happened from Wizards. Like,
From Wizards?
was it? It was last year that they released the $1,000 proxies, right?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
last year.
We did get that $30 Black Lotus like pin or die or whatever it was that dropped like 2 months ago.
Really like the Jurassic Park cards.
I do agree. I like the Jurassic Park cards a lot. I thought that was really cool. I think the way they approached it this time was better than when they did the Transformer cards. I feel like the Transformer cards felt lackluster. They were just kind of shoved in there, but the Jurassic Park cards had, like, they were tied to the set, you know?
Right.
Although I think the Transformer cards weren't those are in Brothers War, so I guess that kind of makes sense.
I'm fairly certain I have not bought a Secret Lair this year.
I have not either,
Was
and
I
there was a lot I wanted to.
pretty proud of didn't do it. I was tempted to, but I didn't do it. I didn't give him any money. Which is like I guess it's like a good thing where the $200 boxes are coming, but yeah. I really liked the Jurassic Park.
We know you like the Jurassic Park cards. All right, here's a question, because like we're both, average Magic players. We're probably, I'd say we spend close to the same on Magic. How much do you think you spent on Magic this year?
Spent on Magic this year?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I bought at least a box every set, so that's like $120 times. Well, I bought like all the standard sets, so there was 4 standard sets. So
No, wasn't there 5?
5.
Jesus,
And
I
then
can't even remember.
I didn't buy any like
Supplemental sets.
supplemental sets. I bought a collector's box of all OP1 instead of a normal box. So I think where I'm already at like almost, and then you add in all the like collector packs I bought, like
Close to
just,
a
like,
grand.
gambling. I'm pretty close to a grand in Magic.
I'd probably say I'm at the same, and
Most of the time though, like my singles, I'm trading stuff in though. that I
yeah,
get to use I want.
same. I'd put myself at probably about a grand. The only set I really saved money on was Wilds of Eldraine, because I took first at the case flight and I won 3 boxes, so I didn't feel I needed to buy any. But out of that grand, I will admit, I feel like lackluster for the grand I spent.
I came home with $1,000 cash from Vegas, so like I feel like
That is true. But that was
I feel
also
like
that wasn't just stuff you got this year though.
that was like I mean I guess I still like it still came out of the Magic collection and like once it's in the collection it's like all
Yeah.
one thing. You know what I mean? Like I definitely came out with more money than making more money out of Magic than I spent into Magic this year.
I guess once you include all your like winnings from like tournaments and stuff like that that you used to buy
I won
cards, and yeah,
that volcanic.
yep. Um, Big things that happened this year is when they switched to the 3 years for standard. That was a big announcement.
I wish they like. I love that they did it, but I wish that
They
they did it.
should have
Right.
rotated the last sets and then did it.
Yep.
Then I wouldn't have to get wedding announcements and Wandering Emperors right now, just to have them rotate in October next year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, some other big things, they got rid of Jumpstart, which was really good because, I mean, that was at the end of this year, but still a terrible thing.
Right.
Didn't Double Feature release at the beginning of the year? The stupid Innistrad? No, that was 2 years ago. Because Innistrad didn't come out last year; it came out the year before. Man, there's just so many products now. It's hard to recap on everything that has happened.
Right.
Modern was ruined.
Like too much overstimulated.
I just try to think about all the things, and it's jumbled because I'm trying to like organize the thoughts in my brain of everything, and I just can't.
Doctor Who.
Oh, that was so terrible. Doctor Who was such a fail. I know people liked it, and I'm not saying it's bad if you did like Doctor Who. I just think it was delivered wrong.
Right.
Like, it's either buy the commander deck or you have to buy collector boosters, and I don't like that. Because like
That's like what Fallout's doing though.
I thought they said something about Fallout was not or gonna have like a play booster.
I thought I don't know.
Because like Wasteland is not gonna be in one of the decks, and Wasteland is being reprinted for Fallout.
That's cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome. That's something where like the people that love Doctor Who and the money they spent on it, that will be me with Fallout. Like, the aesthetics of that set is going to be amazing. The new TV show looks amazing. I cannot wait. Other recaps for 2023. Let's see. Shieldred ran standard for a long time. It's not so much anymore. I mean, Esper's still up there, but there's plenty of decks without Shieldred that are good in the format.
Right.
Modern was run by Scam for a really long time.
Yep.
Oh, we got the best-selling Magic set of all time this year.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings was well received.
Adding cards to decks that are Lord of the Rings cards, so
Yep.
I don't really feel bad about it, but
I loved that set. I never felt bad about buying that set when I did buy cards for it.
I bought 0 packs of Lord of the Rings.
We did a work draft league or draft tournament with Lord of the Rings, and I took first with Red Black, undefeated, lost no games, and I opened a foil Bowmasters in my prize packs, which I immediately a week later sold to Tony because he needed Bowmasters.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a trophy made, so I still have a trophy that says Maxie's League on it because that's where I work. So that's really cool. And I did not unsleeve the deck. The deck that I won with is still sleeved with all the lands and everything. It's like kind of like, you know, when they take like the football someone won like a Super Bowl with and stuff, and they put it in a trophy case. That's what I did with the deck. Arena took more of a hit, I want to say, than it like has been. Like, people have been really ragging on Alchemy even more. I do hear that Timeless, the new format, people are enjoying it a lot, and there's actually not that many Alchemy cards that are appearing, and it's almost like Legacy Light because you get like all these like older cards mixed with like fetch lands. Granted, we don't have all 10 fetch lands, but I might have to try out Timeless, even though I don't have the wild cards to do that right now. I feel like we're missing so much stuff. We don't have any direction. Huh?
I want to play it. It looks so much fun.
I still want to set up a paper player like arena account. I think that's what I might do when I try to do the bronze to mythic, is just make that the paper player one, and then after I try it, that's when like we can add stuff to it or people can log into it.
Right.
The only problem is if we would try to do it like actual content creators, they're spending like $300-400 every time a set comes out
Like,
because like they try to get every card possible.
it's not paper player though.
No, but it's kind of hard to stream paper player unless we all hop on and start playing paper with each other over camera.
I'm in.
I mean, I am too. Like, especially now that we both have standard decks, I'd be down to stream some standard. Especially once I get this third deck built, it means we can rotate through some decks. Kind of do oh, what is that? I want to say that's not pastimes, Star City, where they do that, where they'll like take decks from a format and play them against each other just to see like how the
That's
format
Star
matches.
City that used to do that.
Huh?
That's Star City that used to do
Yeah,
that.
I think they still do occasionally, but like that's something I would always like to do. Which I think that kind of segues into our next thing because we're terrible at this recap. What do we
But
want?
hang on. On that note, this or next Saturday,
Yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
be live streaming with the Mana Vault their Legacy 1K. I'll be doing the commentary for that. So everyone tune in and get ready for that if you're not playing. And there'll be VODs and videos up of that. So I'm excited for content creation in 2024.
I was gonna say, yeah, leading up to what I wanted to talk about next was what do we want out of 2024 Magic? Less products, way less products. I know we're working towards it. They said they're trying to get there, but the fatigue. I feel like I love spoilers. All right, used to, but now I feel like it's
Doing the
99% of what content is now is just spoilers.
And content videos suck.
Yeah, spoiler videos get really boring real quick.
So yeah, I don't do that. But
I don't mind the unique, like the universe is beyond. I'm fine with like it's
I used
cool.
to be a hater, but I accept it. But like, it's gonna be gone now because the dude got written off.
Who did?
The Universe is Beyond guy.
I didn't hear that. I didn't know he got fired.
Yep, he got fired.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be fully written off because they already have contracts with Marvel and with Final Fantasy, or what is that, Square
But,
Enix?
like, when they finally started making the cards good. Now it's gonna be fucking terrible again. Like the
God, I hope not. But
Yep.
I'm excited for Universes Beyond. That's something I'm looking forward to out of 2024. We get the Lord of the Rings set this year is going to be the Final Fantasy one, so I'm kind of excited for that. I've always been a JRPG nerd.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah, I still, the one of one is gonna be it's gonna be the Materia. It's gonna be like Bahamut or some crap like that.
Mm.
I still think for the Marvel one that comes out in 2026 or 2025, you know how for the Lord of the Rings they did the elves, the humans, and the dwarfs for the Soul Rings where they were serialized? They should do that for the 6 Infinity Stones, and then the one of one should be the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh.
I think that'd be cool.
Only make it like arcane signets.
For the rings. No,
Yeah.
no, you could do not the mocks, but what are the ones that just got reprinted in Commander Masters? The ones that make each color cost one less.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They should do those. I mean, you'd have to think.
Medallion.
Yeah, the medallions. I think that'd be cool. I mean, granted, you have 6 versus 5 colors, but you could just make the one of them the one where like, what's that one? All spells cost 1 less. It's that artifact.
One of the amethyst.
You could do that.
That's one more. And there's another one.
I played it. It's like resilient something. I don't remember. I played it in queue. We're terrible at this. This is awful. But I would like to see more organized tournaments in 2024. I know
Yeah.
local game stores are doing what they can, and I really appreciate that. And I do believe the NRG series is still going. I don't hear about it as much as I used to. I would really love to see a resurgence of that, man. Like I miss when we used to travel once a month to a tournament, man. Like that was so much fun. I looked forward to it. And just I don't know, tournament grinding is something I always enjoyed. Even if I'd go and go 0-2 drop, it was still fun to be there and be in that atmosphere.
You can always turn it into a like positive, fun experience.
Oh yeah. Like uh there's been a couple times where we've gone and like we both scrubbed out and we were just like, all right, let's go on in the town, try new food, stuff like that, man. Like I love trying new restaurants in different places.
Right.
So overall for 2024, I just want more support for the community, man. Like you fired all these people after making a record-breaking year. Like it shows you definitely do not care. I think Wizards needs to care more.
Good luck.
I mean,
I
that's
said that. The suits came over and I got
the.
mocked. It's these guys who are firing people. But yeah, I am excited for like where the community goes because like here in Milwaukee, I feel like we have a very healthy community that like loves to support those like monthly events and like the turnouts to those are always really good and the people bounce around from store to store to store. So like I feel like 2024 is going to be a good year.
I'm really pulling that. You're right, man. I really hope so. I agree. I love our community also. Um, it always surprised me how well of a legacy community we had because legacy just didn't feel like something that was possible to have this big of a
Yeah.
community. But then, like, as soon as local stores started holding tournaments, like, I felt like people just crawled out of the woodwork. Like, people are playing fun decks, some people are playing competitive decks. Like, I've gone even before without a deck and had like 6 different people offer me a legacy deck to play. So, like, if you like legacy, Milwaukee is the place to hit up, man. And I've heard Madison's pretty good about Legacy too, or like at least other formats. I don't know how well Madison is doing with tournaments anymore because I don't really hear about them too often. I know
It's a different community. It's like different
there
like
is a lot of pre-modern up there, which is also a good format and a cheap format.
right? Yeah.
Um, all right. So, New
Ready
Year's
to play
resolution.
Burning?
What?
Are you excited to play Burn again?
Uh oh, well, that's what's going into like next. So I was going to talk about New Year's resolutions, but I wanted to talk about what each of ours was last year. So seeing as you brought it up, I'll go first. Last year, my New Year's resolution was to not play specifically like burn decks in any format all of 2023. I'm officially 4 days away from finishing that resolution. I did not play. I did play some red deck wins, which is close, but they are different. But I did not
Yeah.
play any official burn decks, and man, did it feel weird at first? Because like just like playing mill or playing combo, burn is a different style than any other deck. And part of the reason I wanted to do that was to open up my mind to like how other decks play because I haven't played other decks in a long time. I used to play more than just burn, but then eventually I just got stuck in this rut of like I know how to play this, I'm just going to play this. And I played Tron this year. I played Mono White and Standard for a while. I played Phoenix and Pioneer. I played um, Greasefang and Pioneer. I played Boggles and Pioneer. Like I played a lot of different decks this year, and I actually really enjoyed it, man. Like I enjoyed playing Tron until like it got beat out by Scam again. Enjoyed playing all of those decks, and yeah, it'll be nice that I won't have this restriction if Burn ever decides to be good again. But honestly, the only thing I'm excited for is I can officially like play Burn in EDH because I've been wanting to play like a Burn EDH deck or Commander, I guess is what people call it now. But it it was a lot easier as time went on. Like I stopped thinking about it as much. But
Right.
my New Year's resolution is actually not Magic related. Um, Me and the girlfriend have been talking about it, and we really want to push for it. My goal this year is to try to quit smoking cigarettes. Like,
Hey, that's harder to do than alcohol.
yeah,
I've
I
tried
agree. Well,
it.
mm,
Yeah.
one is actually more detrimental to your health when you quit it than
Right.
the other, but depending on bad. But I I've had some family issues. I'm not going to get into that lately, and just health has been a big thing weighing on my mind. And I've never been one to really take care of myself. And my goal this year is to try to do that. And the big step will be to quitting smoking cigarettes. And my girlfriend, she vapes, like nicotine vapes, and her goal is to quit that also on New Year's, so we can try to like kind of push that out. Not saying if anyone does it that I'm judging you. It's just more or less that like I want to like better my health, and that is a big step in
Right.
that direction. So my New Year's
That's,
resolution
that's,
is to try to quit smoking cigarettes this year.
well, congrats to that, and I wish you the best on that. Like, what works for me really, getting like the Encounter app on your phone. Uh, those really like helped me, especially in the beginning, to like see like how far you've come, even if it's just like you see those days add up, and like now I don't even think about it, but like it's still going.
Yeah, I definitely like the big thing to me is a lot of the time people replace it with eating, and that's not a healthy solution because like when you
Oh,
quit smoking, your metabolism just disappears.
right. That's
So
exactly every time I've done it. That's exactly what happens.
my goal is like sugar free gum because like gum can be bad too because there can be a lot of sugar, or something safe to like chew on because like it's an oral asphyxiation for me. And my go to is when like I'm not smoking is toothpicks, and chewing on toothpicks isn't good for your teeth either. So in your mouth in general. So I need to find something to fill in that time.
I saw these like little like bamboo like flute looking things that you just like suck on and just
I might have
suck
to try
air
that.
through the air for bamboo or whatever. And they're calling it like vapeless vapor or whatever. It's just like a little bamboo stick or whatever. And people make them all different kinds of. You don't have to get bamboo. You can get whatever fucking like hard substance you want. But
I might have to send me a link to
I
that.
thought about maybe using one of those because like it is really just like station most of the time.
Well, yeah, because like I've tried, like when I was in school, or like because I've been smoking for way too long. When I was in school and stuff, I would chew on pen caps a lot too, because it was just some like again, it's that oral asphyxiation. But let's move away from that. What was your New Year's resolution last year, Josh? How did you do on
Oh,
it? And what is going to be your new resolution?
I'm pretty sure it was like music actually, like was to like play more shows, and I
Move a little closer to
like
your mic.
my mic pushed it actually. Uh, I think last year it was to make more music or whatever,
It
and
was.
like uh I set out a goal to like play a show each season, and I did do that. I haven't played one this year here in the winter, but I have uh the show I have a fourth show scheduled in September or February, so I technically like have the goal complete with the asterisk or whatever. I just have to play it, but like I have the show scheduled. So I did do that.
Counts for me, dude. I think it counts. And congratulations.
Right.
Because I
Thank
know
you.
in the beginning you were doing it by yourself, and now you belong to a band, which again, congrats. That's awesome.
Right. It's awesome. It's like I've never stopped learning and like reaching like I feel like playing with people has definitely helped me.
It helps you get out of your comfort zone because
Hmm.
now you got to play with people and what their idea of what they want to play versus just what you want.
Right. You have to be a little more humble.
Yep. And
I'm really enjoying it.
you told me 2024 is villain year, so what is your New
Yeah,
Year's
we're
resolution
starting
this
my
year?
villain arc. It's my villain arc this year. No sympathy this year.
That's your New Year's resolution to not
No
have any
cutthroat.
sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
That's an
We're
interesting
starting
one.
the villain arc. Starting the villain arc. Hence
Well,
the shield rig.
that makes sense. That makes sense. She was very unforgiving, and she still is in every format she's in.
Mm.
Well, I get it, man. We all have our villain arcs. It's just how much you let the villain arc take over.
Right. I'll be fine.
Yeah, just leaves up for a good comeback story.
Right. But yeah, I'm excited for the new year. Crazy to think it's over already.
I, Tell me about it, man. Every
Needs to
time,
slow
like,
down. I used to like think very fun next year. Now I want time to slow down. It's
well,
going
it's
too
because we're
fast.
getting old.
Right.
Every year, I'm like, man, this year is taking forever, and then I feel like I blink, and it's summer, and it's my birthday, and I'm like, wow, this year is half over, and then I blink again, and it's Christmas, and I'm like, I swear to God, I just had my birthday.
Right. I feel you. Morals are coming though.
Yeah, they will be. Well,
Shit, I don't have a hot take.
well, while I'm doing the outro, think of it. I know it was a shorter podcast today, guys. I apologize. I was a little unprepared, like I said, dealing with some family issues. So I we'll try to get you a better one coming next week. You know, new year, new podcast. Um, I just want everyone to know who does listen and who does comment and does follow us. We really appreciate you. Without you, we wouldn't have this. This community is amazing to be a part of. It's a lot of fun to talk with you guys and communicate with you guys. Even if you are trolling, we enjoy the trolls. There's always room for trolls. Um, and we just hope to keep growing, man, and getting farther reach and keep hearing from you guys. If you ever have suggestions, if the podcast ever sounds terrible or there's something you don't agree with, please like comment. If it's something we can change or want to change, we will. We're always willing to listen to our community and our followers. And again, we love, love, love the support, guys. Like, we really do. 2024 is going to have big stuff for us. We have big stuff coming, and we hope you look forward to it. Josh, why don't you hit us with a hot take?
Um, the worst thing that happened in Magic in 2024 was anime alt cards, and it's
Oh my god.
Wednesday night.
No, the worst thing. All right, the worst thing to happen
No,
in
no, no, no,
2023 was that stupid
terrible.
frog.
No way, that guy's great. The
All
only
right.
thing that would be worth it if they made an anime art frog, I would kill me. It would kill me.
Oh man, I need to petition this now.